Hi! So, March. This month needs a little bit of explanation, so I'm going to be narrating for this video, because obviously I just love the sound of my own voice. Jokes aside, let's jump into March. The month started when I was halfway through mocks, so I was still in that mind space and I had a couple more exams to do before I was finished. They went okay, thanks for asking. And then it was back to work, school, and lots of travelling. If you guys haven't seen my video called Change, then you may not know that I moved about a year ago. We moved out of that town, but I still go to a school there, which means that I had to travel in every day. It's about half an hour in the car, but on a bus, which is the mode of transport I usually use, it's anywhere between 40 minutes to an hour and a half. So a good chunk of every school day was just spent travelling. Can we just take a second to appreciate the beautiful British March weather? Yes, that is in fact snow. Fear not though, March was actually not all work and no play. A couple of days after our exams, it was my friend's 18th birthday party, which was great, and a much needed wind down from all the stress. And then it was off to Exeter for a university applicant day, which would have been terrifying enough on its own, but to top it all off, I was going alone. Side note, Exeter, can you please stop with all the hills? I came to visit a uni, not to climb a mountain range. I didn't end up filming that much in Exeter because I made a friend and I didn't really want to freak him out by whipping out a camera. I didn't really click with Exeter as a uni, but I think that's why it's so important to visit if you're looking to go to uni. This is where you're going to be spending the next 3 to 5 years, so you really want to feel at home at your uni. And a couple of days later, it was off to York for another university applicant day. Look at me being a good student reading The Economist. Mum, being the absolute gem that she is, drove us the whole way up to York and back, and it was quite a long journey, so by the time we got to York it was getting dark. Mum, we made it to York, how do you feel?
Bloody exhausted.
Well done, you did good driving. Shortly after dumping our stuff in the hotel room, we went out in search of sustenance and decided on a lovely little tapas bar. Once again, you'll have to forgive me for not filming that much inside of the uni, but there was a really tight schedule that we had to stick to. Plus, I didn't really want to be the creepy girl filming everyone. I did end up firming York though, so fingers crossed if results day goes well, that will be the uni I'll go to. So when I was on the bus, I was thinking about tea. And I was thinking about how much I really wanted a cup of tea when I got home. This led to me imagining drinking tea, but for some reason I couldn't imagine it without biscuits as well. So I decided that when I got off the bus, I was going to go and buy biscuits so I could have them with my tea when I got home. Instead of coming home and doing homework, I now have a gigantic packet of biscuits. Well, chocolate chip cookies to be specific, but you could argue it was a waste of money, but not too bad, right? However, the problem was in that aisle there was also a deal on. So I went in the shop looking for cookies and came out with not only a giant bag of cookies but also Bag and Wheels and Toffee Crisp. I seriously worry about how I'm going to manage my money at uni. I just keep on eating at the moment. I don't know why I'm so hungry. Even at school I'll have my lunch and then I'll have a cake and then I'll buy a panini. I just keep on eating. I'm going to blame it on the weather. I'm pretty sure it's because it's so cold outside that my body's having to work faster. Or maybe I'm just really greedy, probably that. And that was March. March was super tiring with all the travel to different unis, and it took me about 2 months in the end to decide which university to firm, but I got there in the end, so that's all that counts. Plus, as scary as it was travelling alone to Exeter, I think it was a really good experience and character building. So I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time for April.